Hello, my name is Tommy Killoran, and today I'm going to be talking about the responsibility of hunters to maintain and manage our natural habitats. Hunting has been practiced ever since man has walked on this earth. Since then, it has been up to us to manage our ecosystem so that we can continue to enjoy all that nature has to offer us. It is our responsibility as inhabitants of this land to manage and control its ecosystems. I myself am a hunter, and I come from a rural community, and I have seen what a lack of management can have on a community and an ecosystem as well. Hunting is the best way to ensure that the balance between predator and prey is maintained within an ecosystem. Three things I'd like to talk about. First is the effects of what overpopulation can have on an ecosystem. Second is what the lack and excess of predators can have. And third is the hunter's responsibility to manage and wildlife habitats. To begin with, we must look at what overpopulation of organisms can have on an ecosystem. These can be devastating effects, especially when it comes to agriculture. Deer populations have exploded and are at or near record highs right now. Farmers have faced the brunt of this, and what deer do is they'll go in and they'll eat the tops of the corn, and they will also trample it as well whenever they're moving through it. This is from the University of Nebraska. They did an extensive research on just deer damage, and the Purdue University Extension Office has estimated that $4.5 billion is caused every year in agronomic plants in the U.S. alone. Living in the Midwest, we see there is a lot of corn and soybeans around us, and that just so happens to be a deer's main diet. So not only do deer have a devastating effect on agronomic habitat, but they also cause less diversity in wooded habitats as well. Deer will eat the saplings off of the forest floor to where there are not new plants that are able to grow up to replace old trees that are dying. So not only do they eat the young saplings, but deer also have a taste and preference of plants that they like, and they will also leave plants such as honeysuckle, which will take over an entire forest just because they don't like to eat them, and that is what's left. So that in turn causes less diversity. Not only can overpopulation of deer be devastating to ecosystem, but it can also be harmful to our safety and health. In a study done by State Farm and the Illinois Department of Transportation, there are 43,634 accidents caused by deer each year. 175 of these are fatal. In the U.S., there are 1,309,288. I know whenever I'm driving down the road, the first thing I always look for is deer on the side of the road, because they're the main thing that will cause an accident at night. Deer are not only a cause for concern in our safety, but also in our health. Deer are known for carrying deer ticks. Deer ticks are a vector of Lyme disease. Lyme disease can be a fatal disease if not treated correctly. And there's a direct correlation between deer population and Lyme disease. This was found by the Michigan Department of Natural Resources. Now that we have discussed the effects of overpopulation, let's think about how they become this way in the first place. Overpopulation is a direct result of the decline of predators that hunt them. Gray wolf has become endangered, and since then the population of deer has skyrocketed. Wisconsin DNR said that 55% of a gray wolf's diet is a white-tailed deer. So that is an easy thing to see, that with a decline in the wolf's population, that you're going to see an increase in the number of white-tailed deer, causing them to become overpopulated. Since then, also smaller predators numbers have increased, such as coons, coyotes, possums, etc. This is because there is a lack in the fur market in the U.S. right now. So there are a lack in the number of hunters that are taking these animals. So when there's a lack of hunting, the number of small predators increases. When the number of small predators increase, the number of small game animals such as rabbits, quail, turkeys, pheasants, etc. will decline. This is because those small animals are also nest robbers, so they will kill an entire nest of eggs in one swipe. It is up to hunters to keep the balance between predators and prey, and to make sure that we are maintaining the balance in our ecosystems. So now it's time to talk about the guys that are maintaining the balance of this all. Nature isn't able to maintain its habitats on its own. Humans have altered all of its habitats too much by farming, building houses, towns, etc. So their habitat is diminishing. So it is up to us to manage, because we are changing it so much. Humans are at the top of the food chain. We are the dominant predator. So that is why it is up to us to make sure that we are doing the checks and balances of nature. Not only are hunters managing the populations of animals, but we have also found some of the best organizations in the world that just manage habitat. Organizations such as Whitetails Unlimited, Ducks Unlimited, Quail Forever, and etc. Their sole purpose is to manage and preserve habitat, because we know that without the habitat, there is no hunting. So now I'd like to review some of our main points. First, we talked about how overpopulation can have a devastating effect on agriculture and other ecosystems. Second, the effect and lack and excess of predators can have on an ecosystem. And third, how it is hunters' responsibility to manage and maintain all of our natural habitat. As you can see, it is up to us as people and hunters to make sure that we are managing our ecosystems correctly and to preserve hunting for many years to come.